Whoa. Hello, hello. I've got 3 different rehouses today with 3 different creatures. What I'm going to do is move the sole survivor of my ghost mantis communal, who recently feasted on the last sort of tank mate of the communal, just out of the blue. Move her into this enclosure, just so she's got some space, because she doesn't need all this room, it's too big for her. So that will free this tank up, which means I can then put my sun beetles in here. The enclosure they're in at the minute is a bit small, and I think there's so many larvae now that every time I put a bit of food in, they just kind of start gobbling it up and it just disappears slowly underground. So I'm just a bit worried that they're not getting enough nutrients. So I'll put them in here so we can kind of keep the larvae a bit separate from the actual beetles. So I also have this for my Grammastola pulchra. It's been growing quite a lot recently, and whilst it's probably okay in the enclosure that it's in at the moment, I just thought, you know what, as I'm doing some rehouses, let's just move it into something a little bit bigger. First things first, let's kind of get this emptied out a little bit. I don't really like this enclosure. It's too flimsy because it was one of the old designs when I used to use perspex. And as I've said countless times in the past, the perspex just warps and isn't very durable, and it just feels very flimsy. So in the long run, I'll ditch those enclosures, but I just need something for the sun beetles to reside in for the time being. And seeing as she doesn't need all that space, it seems like the perfect candidate. So I'm just going to clear all this stuff out of here. So I used to have isopods in this, but they seem to have long gone now. I think they might have died off. Alright, you wait there. So there is actually a few dormant euthecas on here. Can you see those on there? From mantids past. Like a little dried up slug. I'm not going to do anything too fancy with this. Just want some climbing areas, basic twigs, some springtails in there as a clean-up crew, and this should do her for the rest of her days. But yeah, I do want to give her plenty of hanging spots, and she'll likely lay her eutheca on one of these branches too. You say eutheca or eutheca? But it's pronounced different ways. I like eutheca. Euthecae, Otheca, Oathekeka, Oatheca. Oh, Theka. There we go with that one from now on. There we go. That looks good for a ghost mantis. Some crumbly leaves in there too, just to make her feel at home. Yep, she'll be loving that. Perfect. Ideal. Alrighty, let's unleash the dragon. The winner of the 2020/2021 Ghost Mantis Battle Royale. I mean, she is looking fat. I haven't seen her laying an ooth yet. So I don't even know if she's popped one. But that is one large bulbous behind, isn't it? Fatty, fatty, bumbaladdy. Yeah. Anyway, in you get. Right, a lot of old substrate in here, and I don't think there's anything alive. So, let's get rid. Alright, that's that all cleared out and cleaned up a little bit because it was a bit dirty. It's not exactly pristine at the moment, but I'm not planning on keeping it long term anyway. I just want a nice simple solution for now. And we can get a nice mixture in here of substrates. And my standard mix. And we'll put some substrate from old enclosures in here as well, because it'll have plenty of springtails. And the mix of soil from outdoors. Now the reason I'm not going to be keeping them in here for very long is because it's quite a shallow depth. there's just not enough room really for the grubs to burrow down very far in this one, so it's more just an enclosure for the older adults. But obviously they're going to reproduce and they're going to end up laying larvae, so at that point that's when I'll probably get something more long term. Honestly, that'll probably do it. Gives them more floor space. They've got climbing areas which need some leaves in there really. Right, let's have a look at the little guys. So at the moment this is going to look really lackluster because I think there's 2 adults in here, but the point is, over time, there's bound to be more. Grey little fellas, look at him. So cute. And they do fly. I hear them sometimes buzzing around, but for the most part, they're quite well behaved. I was going to have a look and see how many larvae I have in here, but I think I might leave it rather than disturb them. I mean, so much for my pot and decor. Thing is, they seem to churn through the substrate very quickly as well, because this is like a mix of wood mulch and bark chips, cocoa fibre, but they've kind of completely mashed it up now into just a brown mulch, which is presumably all of their plops. So we'll definitely have to top this up a little, I think. Yeah, boys, get that down, yeah. Yummy, yummy, decomposing wood. Delicious. They'll love that. And we'll top it off with some leaves. All on his lonesome for now. Not for long, though. Not for long. And now for the fun part, which is rehousing the Grammastola pulchra, the Brazilian Black Tarantula. Now, I don't think I'm going to put any drainage layer in this, just because, judging on how it's behaved as a juvenile so far, it just moves everything around anyway. So I really don't think there's any point me going too overboard with the decorations or anything in this one. We'll keep it really basic. So I did kind of half mention this earlier, but now I'm using substrate that I actually got from outside in a safe environment. It was a wood, secluded area, so no pesticides, and ties into the debate I've been having with myself, which is what is better, sterilising or non-sterilising. And just from what I've read, as I said in a video before, it's a very 50-50 split in the community whether you should sterilise these things or not, and I'm going to try going with the route of not doing it, because I feel like the majority of people who have been doing this hobby for way longer than me seem to say it's the better choice. More beneficial bacteria, less of a sterile environment is actually better. So let's go with it. I don't think it's going to be an issue, I really don't. And the substrate is just better, it's just natural and it just feels better. It's more of a easier consistency for things to burrow in and build with. And there's just so many nice little nutrients in there for any microfauna too. Thing is, I just know that what's going to happen is I'll do this. I guarantee she'll probably block off this entire front bit with dirt. I bet you. And some leaf litter in there too. I will be adding a water bowl, but it's actually in the enclosure she's in at the moment, so I'll do that once I've moved her, because surprise, surprise, she's buried it. And there she is. It's not often I get to see her these days. She's been hiding away a lot, but recently she has been a little more keen to come out and actually show off a little. Usually she's just been hidden at the back for a long time, but maybe she's finally feeling secure, and now I'm about to move her again. As you can see, she would be fine in here for a little while longer, but yeah, I just thought, why not move her into a more permanent enclosure while I'm doing some others. Right, I think I have a plan. I'm hoping she'll just walk in. Probably won't be that easy though, will it? What mood are you in? Whoa. Chill out. Of course she's not happy. Why would you make it easy? I mean, I could just cup her in this, right? Oh, she's going to go in on her own? That would be amazing. No. Okay, that's good. That's it. Easy. Okay, we're all good now. We just need to get her to move from the cup. Oh, I wish I had one of those things that had a hole in the bottom. That would be much easier, wouldn't it? What a grumpy madam. Good Lord. Yeah, she is really pissed. Look at her. She's so angry. Why do I have angry spiders? Chill out. Honestly, she's so mad. There you go. You've got a nice, much bigger enclosure there. Amazing species though. Love the kind of dark colours on her. So cool. It's that really intense black velvety look. And I think she'll be much happier in here once she's had a chance to make it her own. I was a little worried she might fit through the vent holes, but it's fine. I don't think her carapace will get through there. In fact, I know it won't, because if it did, there's not a chance I'd have risked it. So cool though, just to watch her feeling her way around. And that's everything. So thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. If you like this kind of content, I usually post videos once a week. I've got an Instagram and a Twitch in the description below. Until next time, stay safe and I'll see you soon.